What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron, and today we're going to be doing the weekly track review where I take a look at some of the singles that were released throughout the week of November 19th, and I give my thoughts and my opinions on them. There's not a whole lot of stuff here to go over, but we do have some bangers. And with that said, if you have anything you want me to check out, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. It'll be featured on an upcoming Request Wednesday. Starting off the good stuff with some good stuff, Shrezzers released a new song. It's called UVB 76, and it features CJ from The Art Is Murder. I really like this song quite a bit. It's very different from what they've done in the past, and it's really different from what CJ does. It has a really nice synthy intro that works well with CJ's voice and like the verses. It gets kind of genty and bassy with some cool lead guitar work. The real winner in this song, though, is the saxophone solos that happen after the chorus, and there's another one in the bridge. The outro is kind of weird, but it's just a non-stop groovy song, and I loved it all the way through. And then we have the song Animals as Leaders, The Problem of Other Minds. This one is so short compared to what this band normally does. It's got like this Tron intro sort of thing that lays the foundation for Tosin's beautiful playing. It's got some genty sections that go on, for me, just a little bit too long, but I mean, it's just too long for my preference. I guess you can't really complain about a gents band making gents music, so I can't really knock them for it. Wolves at the Gates also released a new song. It is titled Lowborn. It's basically just a metalcore monster. The clean vocals and the drums in the chorus are just absolutely ridiculous. They're huge. They sound really good. The breakdown is kind of unique, but nothing to really get too excited about. I really love this track, which is kind of weird considering just how like I said, it's metalcore. This is as basic metalcore as you can get, but it still is kind of distinctive within the genre. It's also impressive that Wolves at the Gates is able to maintain their faith in Christianity and all that throughout their music and throughout their entire career so far. When you look at the longevity of a lot of other bands like Haste the Day and Under Oath and Destroy the Runner and For Today, a lot of those guys aren't even Christian anymore, or they don't even have bands anymore. And Wolves of the Gates just continues to pump out great sounding music while still maintaining their ideology and their faith throughout the entire thing without changing or any of that stuff. It's kind of impressive considering the rest of the bands in the genre that tried to do the same thing. And also the Amity Affliction, they made it onto the good list of the weekly track review. They have a song called Give Up the Ghost. I like this one a lot more than I was expecting. It's very vulnerable, which is really good, and the aggression that you get, it's what I've been wanting from this band for a very long time. I mean, sure, the vocals in the chorus is just kind of okay, but like I said, the vulnerability in it is it's up there. And the bridge and just the aggression in the verses, it freaking rips. It's so good. Mckinney also released a new song titled Stormrage, and this is basically Born of Osiris without the vocals. It has beautiful melodies, and the flashier solo kind of stuff that he does reminds me a lot of Satriani, who I'm a huge fan of, so that's a plus for me. And if that wasn't enough, he also added some saxophone solo-y stuff in there as well, which I feel like he kind of added in after it worked really well for Born of Osiris's last album. There's also a new band that is releasing music titled Alera is the name of the band, and their song is Hirudo. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And by new, I mean, I think they have less than 1,000 Spotify listens a month or something like that. I don't know. They popped up on my new metal or new music metal list of stuff, and I just absolutely love how fierce this song is and how much energy it has. The lead guitar melody sounds great. The main guitar riff and the drum variety it's good, but I gotta admit it's lacking. Like, it could definitely be better, but the song really comes alive in the bridge and the outro. It's just non-stop brutality throughout the entire thing. As far as songs that were just kind of in the middle ground for me, we have Paleface's new song Deathtouch, which is extremely intense considering how it kind of builds into itself. The drum work and vocals and guitar work, it's all really good. But the lyrics They're not. It's very simple, kind of cheesy. The delivery in the bridge and throughout the song also is kind of dramatic. It's just it's a very angry song, which I get it, but these are lyrics that you can hear from other bands that they do a better job at it for sure. I feel like they could have been a little bit more creative with any aspect of the songwriting in this. And then there's also Silverstein's It's Over. It starts out pretty promising, and it goes back to like their OG heavier kind of stuff while still trying to be a little bit newer. The chorus is a little cliche, but I mean, it sounds all right. And there's some really great moments in this, specifically in like the transitions where it gets a little heavier. And then also in the bridge is just phenomenal. But the rest of the song was just, it's okay for a listen or two, I think. I only have one song on the list of songs that I did not like. The band is Pyrexia, which is a very well-known brutal death metal band. Their song is Rule of Two. This song is just, it's brutal, that's for sure. It's blast beats galore. The guitar in the beginning is really good, but it's just all becomes just this droning thing after a while. The vocals are very monotone. Even the super deep guttural growls are exactly the same as the rest of the vocals that you hear. The music never changes, it never advances, it never evolves, it never really goes anywhere throughout the entire song. It's just a constant chug, constant blast beats. They'll do like a little section where kind of do something a little bit different and then go straight back into it. Like I said, it just kind of drones on and on. Becomes very daunting after a while. But I will say, like, I didn't like it just throwing it on, not really paying attention to it. But when you pay attention to it, it just, it's very dull. And that is it for this week's track review. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff. I actually liked most of the songs that I listened to that came out this past week. I mean, out of these 9 songs, I only didn't like 3 of them. And even then, I only really, I guess you could say, disliked one of them. And even then, I really didn't hate it. It just wasn't really my thing, which is kind of sad because usually brutal death metal wins me over in these track reviews. This is my last track review. My favorite song on there was a brutal death metal song. But in this case, for today, I would probably pick either Wolves at the Gate or the Amity Affliction for my favorite, which is really freaking weird to say. Wolves at the Gate, I can kind of expect it because I like metalcore a lot, but then the Amity Affliction came out of left field with this song for me. Absolutely blew me away. So yeah, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. Leave a comment below letting me know what I should review next. If you want to help support me and my channel and you don't want to miss out on any of my future content, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. I'm going to be doing the new volumes Happier review probably within the next day or two, so if you're interested in that, keep an eye out as well. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time. I was